For far, far too long, decades and decades and decades, the good citizens of Iran have had to endure without this freedom. A regime that exports terrorism and crushes every spark of independent civil life is not representative of the true and sincere aspirations of the citizens of your great nation of Iran. We have and have had a clear democratic alternative for this illegitimate regime. The National Council of Resistance of Iran can and will deliver on this mandate and has prepared and researched and educated and practiced for decades and decades. Miriam Rajavi's 10-point plan represents the fight for Iran's freedom, justice, and democracy. Highlights of the plan are simple, yet strategic and very, very clear.
So let's be clear. The regime in Tehran is beyond reform. Its record is written in blood. Mass executions, terrorism abroad, nuclear deception, and 4 decades of tyranny. The solution is not appeasement. The solution is not war. The solution is the Iranian people and their organized resistance. It is time. It is time for the United Nations and every democracy around the world to hold the regime accountable for crimes against humanity. It is time to demand a halt to the executions, especially for political prisoners. It is time to trigger snapback sanctions on Tehran's nuclear program. And most of all, it is time to recognize the right of the Iranian people to overthrow this tyranny and establish a free, democratic, and secular Iran.
You've showed the world what this regime in Iran is about. It's a terrorist regime. It's a nuclear weapons seeking regime. It's a regime of slavery and of shortages in Iran. This regime has done nothing for the people of Iran in 45 years. Nothing but misery for the people of Iran. What's improved in Iran in 45 years? What's gotten better? What has happened? It's nothing but gone down in that period of time. It is time to change the regime in Tehran. Mrs. Rajavi leads a women's revolution in Iran. This is one of the first, if not the first, women-led revolution in world history. This is a great thing to see taking place. Move it forward. It's a youth-led movement. As I see all these young people in front of me here, this is a youth-led movement in Iran for change. They want a free, democratic Iran. That's what we want. That's what we're calling for, so that the Iranian people can pursue their own future, their own liberty, and pick their own leaders.
For more than 46 years, the theocratic regime in Iran has denied the Iranian people their freedom. But the time when the Ayatollahs could rule with an iron fist is coming to an end. No one can predict the future, but one thing is certain. Change is coming. The only question is what kind of change. It would be, in my view, a mistake for Iranians to look backwards for leadership. The Shah was a murderous dictator. It seems inconceivable to me that Iran's future lies in giving power to his son, a man who boasts of his relationship with the IRGC and sees them as playing a role in a future Iran? I see in Mrs. Rajavi a beacon of change. As a woman, as someone who has lost family, friends, and colleagues to a murderous regime, she knows better than most what the Ayatollahs have done to Iran. She has fought tirelessly for decades to give hope to her people. Mrs. Rajavi is not asking for governments around the world to choose her to rule Iran. She is asking for the Iranian people to be given the opportunity to choose their own leader.
مردم ایران امیدوارن دول عضو ملل متحد بلکه با عمل نه با کلمات بلکه با عمل مانع تداوم جنایت توسط ملاهای حاکم شوند. آخوندهای حاکم نماینده مردم ایران نیستند. هموطنان عزیز، مردم ایران به جان آمدند و مشتاق یک دیگرگونی بزرگند. جامعه به سوی قیام در حرکت است. رژیم ولایت فقیه پی در پی شکست می‌خورد و در حال احتضار است. سیاست مماشات با فاشیسم دینی شکست خورده است و کانونهای شورشی با جنگاوری و فداکاری در حال سازماندهی قیامند.
Let us remember that a democratic alternative exists. It is the National Council of Resistance of Iran, led by Maryam Rajavi. This rally calls on governments, international institutions, and democratic societies to stand with the resistance and recognize its path to freedom for the people of Iran and the path to the end of an epicenter of terrorism and war.
Under the leadership of Mrs. Maryam Rajavi and the National Council of Resistance of Iran, the NCRI, has put forward a 10-point plan for a secular, democratic, and non-nuclear Iran, a future built on human rights, gender equality, and freedom for all. The NCRI is the only proven organized alternative to this regime, with real support inside Iran and among former and current world leaders.
I am especially proud to stand with this movement for freedom, gender equality, and national sovereignty. I stand with the brave women of Iran and the diaspora in their resistance. The regime tries to reduce our struggles in any way that we can because they are afraid. They are afraid of this only democratic solution that is led by women. The terroristic regime tries to destroy this movement, imprison its members worldwide, and create fear. Why? Because this resistance is the only independent, organized, and democratic force capable of toppling the system and uprooting the regime.
This vision for tomorrow's Iran is powerfully articulated in the 10-point plan by Ms. Maryam Rajavi. It is not only a promise, but a practical framework for a democratic and just society.
I stand in admiration of organized resistance of NCRI led by Mrs. Maryam Rajavi and the fearless Iranian youth who fight as resistance units inside Iran. So to the young people of Iran, know this, you're not alone. Ukrainians recognize your courage because it mirrors to our own.
I stand for a free Iran, an Iran where the death penalty is abolished once and for all, an Iran where men and women are equal, no matter their religion, ethnicity, or background. That Iran, the one we dream of, is fully reflected in Maryam Rajavi's 10-point plan.
I see Iran every day through the courage of the brave young men and women in the resistance units, heroes of my generation. They risk their lives by organizing protests, exposing crimes the regime has committed, and giving hope to millions. Their defiance inspires us just as much as it inspires all those in Iran. Their message is simple and powerful. Dictatorship, whether it's in the form of a Shah or a supreme leader, will not stand. The future belongs to the people.
What we are united for is a clear alternative. A future defined by democracy, secular governance, equal rights for women and men, and a non-nuclear Iran, something Ms. Mariam Rajavi highlighted 22 years ago in her progressive 10-point plan for the future of Iran.
I'm a proud Iranian American woman, inspired, informed, and unafraid. And from 1,000 miles away, I raise my voice to say, I stand with the MEK, I stand with the NCRI, and I stand with Mariam Rajavi.